Today we're going to begin looking at finding areas of trapezoids and kites. So here is our trapezoid. It has two bases that are different lengths, and then we have the two sides connecting those. Those sides are not parallel. Over here we have a kite, and it just think about a kite that you would fly. It looks just the same, your traditional kite, but it is a quadrilateral also, meaning it has four sides, and then there's two pairs of adjacent sides that are the same length, and the other opposite two are the same length. And basically that means these two sides are connected and they're the same size, and then these two sides are connected and they're the same size. So to find the area of these figures, we are going to decompose them, meaning we're going to break them down into smaller shapes that we already know how to find the area of. It can be really helpful when you can actually see the shape and draw on it. So here's our trapezoid. And what we're going to do is we're going to decompose this into a triangle and a rectangle. Okay. So here's our triangle, here's our rectangle, decomposed into two shapes that we know how to find the area of. Okay. So right here, these two pieces became the triangle. So if we find the area of that triangle, we know that we can use our formula, 1/2 base times height. And now we have this base of 5 and this height of 5. Okay. So 5 times 5 is 25, and when we cut that in half, we're going to get 12.5 or 12.5. Okay. Then we also have this rectangle we decomposed into, and we know that that is just base times height or length times width. So we have a 4 and a 5, which would be 20. So then we would add those together. So 12 and 1/2 plus 20 would give us our total area of 32.5. And we're looking at kilometers squared. Okay, let's try the next one. So here's our kite. And we're just going to decompose it. There's this line drawn right here. We're going to split it up into two triangles. Okay, so here's this triangle, here's this one. So we've got two triangles for this one. So here's one triangle, here's the second. Okay, so both are triangles, so we're going to go the same formula for both. Two different triangles. They are different sizes. Okay, so here's our first one. Okay, we have a base of 8, but the height is 3. Okay, 8 times 3 is 24. We cut that in half because it's a triangle, so we get 12. Okay, this one also has a base of 8, but the height on that one would be 6. Okay, so we have 8 times 6, 48, cut that in half. We're going to get 24 there. And then again, we're trying to find the area of the entire shape, so we're going to add those together. So the area of the entire kite is 36 feet squared. Okay, go ahead and flip this over. Okay, so you have two shapes here. You've got your trapezoid and you have your kite. Go ahead, you can draw on these if you need to break them up to then find your area. If you need a little bit of help getting started, you could take this trapezoid and break it up into a triangle. I see a triangle here, rectangle. Here you can do your two triangles. Okay, starting with the trapezoid. So I did the triangle and rectangle. And then when I look at this triangle, if you can imagine those pushed together, kind of like our one on the first page was, Even if we don't physically see them pushed together, we know the base, if this whole thing is 12 and we're not using the 5 inches in between there, we know that there's 7 left over. So our base is 7, the height is the 9. Okay, and the rectangle is this rectangle in the middle that's 5 by 9. So then I added those two areas together to get 76.5 inches squared. And then for the kite over here, I did the 2 triangles again, and you can kind of see where, you can visually kind of see where that one's cut. So both the triangles have that base of 6, but this one was 7.5 miles tall, this one was 2. And then I added those areas together to get 28.5 miles squared.